I'm Edwin Walker, program attorney for Texas Law Shield. If you recall, in our last legislative update, I told you that the open carry bill was still pending in both the House and the Senate. Well, I'm here to tell you that it has in fact passed both out of the Texas House and the Texas Senate and has been forwarded to Governor Abbot, where his signature is imminent. In this update, I'll give you some very important information that you'll need to know about this law. The law will go into effect January 1st, 2016. Until January 1st, 2016, it will not be legal to openly carry your handgun. On January 1st, 2016, once it does become legal, you will only be allowed to openly carry a handgun if it is in a shoulder or belt holster and you are actually in physical possession of your concealed handgun license, which will automatically turn into a handgun license. There's no need for additional licenses or training. Your old license will automatically allow you to carry a gun openly on January 1st, 2016. There was significant debate in both the House and the Senate concerning an amendment that was made to the bill. In the House, it was called the Dutton Amendment. In the Senate, it was called the Huffines Amendment. What this amendment said that it would have been against the law for a police officer to detain and ask somebody for ID based solely on the fact that they observed them openly carrying a handgun in a shoulder or belt holster. This amendment was removed. It is not part of the law. Therefore, this means that a police officer can approach somebody who they observe openly carrying a handgun in a holster, in a shoulder or belt holster, and detain them and ask for ID. This is because a police officer who observes a person openly carrying a handgun has reasonable suspicion to believe and may even have probable cause to arrest that person for violating the general weapons law of Texas, Texas Penal Code 4602, that states that a person is not allowed to carry a handgun, illegal knife, or club. So upon being approached by a police officer, an individual who is carrying a handgun in a shoulder or belt holster should then present their handgun license to the officer, showing that they are protected by the defense provided in Texas Penal Code 46.15. Remember that a license is not required to carry a handgun concealed in your motor vehicle. That law remains the same. Both a license holder and an unlicensed individual can carry a handgun concealed in their motor vehicle as long as they're otherwise compliant with the law. In the event that a license holder wants to carry a handgun visible in their automobile, it does have to be in a shoulder or belt holster. The bill that changed these laws also changed many other laws. Of importance to CHL holders, the 30-06 law. The 30-06 law was amended to provide that if somebody is given notice by a signage that they should not enter the premises, the penalty for violating a 30-06 sign has now dropped to being a Class C misdemeanor. It is only if somebody is actually given actual physical personal notice and then they refuse to leave a premises will they be charged with a Class A misdemeanor. Further, the Texas Legislature has created the criminal trespass charge of 30.07, which says that private property owners can prevent the open carry of a handgun on their premise. They will also have to give notice in the event that they do not want open carry on their premise in the exact same manner as they do with 30-06. This can be verbal notice, this can be written notice, or in a sign. And if it is done in writing or with a sign, it contains the exact language that is in 30-06, except now it will say a handgun that is visible instead of a handgun that is concealed. So in the event that a private property owner wants to prohibit both concealed carry by license holders and open carry by license holders, they will have to post both a 30-06 sign and a 30-07 sign. Keep in mind, though, that if somebody goes onto the premises in violation of the sign, it is now just a Class C misdemeanor for both cases. Once the open carry law goes into effect on January 1st, 2016, It will be legal for a license holder to carry a visible handgun in a shoulder or belt holster anywhere they can currently carry a concealed handgun, with one notable exception. That exception is college and university campuses. They will not be allowed to open carry on a college or university campus, even in areas where they previously could conceal carry, those areas being parking lots, parking garages, sidewalks, and walkways. The law specifically says that any handgun carried on a college campus on a parking lot, sidewalk, walkway has to be carried in a concealed manner.